Hello my crafty crew and welcome back. If you're new, hi, I am Di, this is Creative Karma Design, and today I am going to be doing week 38 of Project Life. This is for the week of September 15th to the 21st. So if you're new, I am using trading card pages and just a regular like letter size ring binder. So the whole setup for this was probably like, I'm gonna say like $15. Like to get the whole year's worth of page protectors and the album. 15-20 bucks and you're good. And I'm going to be using today the September Stories by the Month kit from Ali Edwards and some stuff from other months is what I will say, because there's some stuff that I've used here that is out of previous kits as well. So you just saw me do all of my my photos and some of the digital printables as well as the physical kit. So I have the physical kit and the digitals. Now you'll see here, these are the digitals. The blue one here is the digital that I've recolored from the physical that you see here, this kind of orangey color and the yellow. And I did a video about this last week, I think it was, for the October kit, and the sound was all wonky. I've left it. I'm just going to do another one in the November kit. I'll just do another one. I don't know why it was wonky, but the sound was all wonky. So I recolored it just to make it match the one day at a time, which I have also recolored. So it's a recoloring spread. So again, the September Joys, that was a vellum from last week with the gold on it. I used that in the Project Life last week, but I've just put the white and the yellow card behind that. I wanted it to match the This Moment card. And again, the blue seemed like a good fit for the overall week. So you can see me here, I've got like little bits of gold vellum, like filler cards from previous months' kits, and I'm just like, I need to use these. So I'm like, you know what I can do? I can cut some of them up. So I'm going to cut some of them up. This one says ready, set, go. And the go makes sense for going for a walk with Cosmo. The ready, because I was ready to go out on Saturday when we went for pizza and we went to one of the maker space nights. And then set was one on Stella where when she sees a horse, we have some horse properties around us, and if she sees a horse, she is just like absolutely enamored. She loves horses, which Dalmatians, what do you expect? So and then there's another one that says let's hang out, and I'm like, I'm going to put that on the one of the pizza that we had Saturday night. So yeah, it's just I'm going to call this a hodgepodge of kits and supplies. So let's have a quick chat about the photos. On the left hand side, you'll see there's a top photo. It's of the speed test of the internet. We actually got fiber internet on Monday. They finally, after many months, and actually a couple of years, came and installed our fiber, and I am over the moon. Over the moon. Like normally, I think I've said this before, but it would take me like anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour to upload a video, like a 30-minute video, anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. Now it takes less than 30 seconds. To say I'm over the moon with this would be an understatement. So I'm going to have a journaling card on that blue card next to that, all about getting fiber internet. So the middle row on the left-hand side, again, there's that photo that I've put go on. That's just of me and Cosmo on our walk. We had a chilly morning one morning, and I had to wear a jacket. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to think now, because it is hot as balls again this week, and I just want the weather to make its mind up. The photo in the center is of Cosmo with one of his toys. This was Sven from Frozen. That has since bit the dust. I mean, it is old. I think I bought that either for Christmas or for Stella's birthday back in March. So it's lasted a fair while, but he has loved it. But it is done now. It is done. They played with it like 2 nights ago, and it is very done. It was already like de-stuffed and ripped inside out, but now it's very, very done. There's one of a loaf of bread with a bread tag on it. My husband 3D printed these new little bread tags, and it's basically up a dog's bum, which I found hilarious because I just literally came into the kitchen and found that, and that is just what he does. Then there is one of the massage balls that I use in my yoga. So I've been trying to get a little bit of self-care done each day. And that was one of the self-cares that I did, was just go in and use my massage balls and just give myself a little bit of TLC. There's the one of Stella when she saw a horse. Again, it's just comical. It's just things that, you know, I want to document. Then there is the right-hand side. Now, the top left there on that right-hand side, we have these new gloves. They're like rubber mitts. Like the palm part is like a rubber mitt with like little raised, I'm going to say like a brush to it. And they're for brushing your dogs. Let me just say, oh my God, those things are such a time saver, and they love it. Like, they hate the regular brush. These, they absolutely love, because I'm just basically petting them with gloves. The only thing is that Cosmo just likes to try and eat the gloves. So I took a photo of that, of him like basically trying to eat the glove. He's like it with gardening gloves, any kind of gloves. Any kind of gloves, any kind of socks. So, yep, there's that one. And then in the top and the middle there is the Instagram live of December Daily. I didn't watch it at the time. I rewatched it later on, and it was just December Daily. And Linda was on it from Linda Loves Creating, and they were just talking about the whole process. And yeah, it was just something fun. And again, that was my self-care for the day, was just it was like an hour long of this live and just enjoying it, you know, just sitting there and enjoying it. It was good. Then on the middle road there, we went out on Saturday night, as I said, to the Makerspace, and the Makerspace had like a showcase night. It's like a presentation night, so you can just, anybody can do it. You can just talk about anything that you have going on, anything that you've made, whatever. And Bob wanted to go, so we went, and we had a meal out beforehand. We went for pizza, and then we enjoyed the presentations, which was fabulous. I got completely inspired to create, which is awesome, which is, I guess, is its purpose, right? And then on the One Day at a Time next to there's a image of my sewing machine that I set up because I needed it on the Sunday to finish my week in the life, which is that album on the bottom right there. It is finished and it is done. I am over the moon with it. It is quite chunky. For saying that it is 7 days in our lives, it is quite chunky. So I'm really, really happy with it. And I got that done Sunday. And then, yeah, I just put the sewing machine away. But I do need, things that I've learned, I do need to do some maintenance on the sewing machine. So I'm either going to have to take it in somewhere or figure out how to maybe get a YouTube video or something and learn how to do it myself. That's always an option. So that is about all of the photos. And then, as you can see here, I'm just trying to figure out where can I put a little bit more of this gold vellum, and I've just put a little, it's like a cardstock strip. This was left over from another project, and it's a little cardstock strip, and it just goes underneath all of the little vellum pieces that I've cut out from the vellum filler cards. And yeah, I just love it. Something that I didn't think that I would kind of figure out how to use them, but I've done it, so I'm kind of happy. And you can see me here, I'm just going to putz around, kind of moving things around, and in the end I just put them back in the order that they were in. I don't know why, I just, yeah. And then I've got some little word strip, the little word strip stickers off to one side. These are from August and September. So when I was doing my August stuff, I didn't have the word strips because the kits were late. Because of all the tariffs and the shipping delays. And then when I was doing September, like early September, I'd lost the sticker strip sheet. It was somewhere in here. I don't even remember how I found it, but I found it when I was tidying up my space the other day, and I was like, oh, I need to use these. This would be fabulous. So yeah, and I'm just going to put a little like label sticker on a couple of the photos just so that they've got some context on a couple of the photos. I'm using a Papermate Flare for that, and then I'm underlining with my Pilot G2 the 0.38 just because it's like a much thinner line underneath it. And then that is about all of the photos explained, and I just put those in the pockets. So I'm going to get my pen, my Papermate Flare, and then I'm going to fill in the journaling on the cards. So one of the cards, again, the blue one, I'm going to do about getting fibre internet. The one on the right-hand side, I'm going to do about going to the makerspace on Saturday night. And then the other card, I'm going to just basically put a little bit about that I'm still doing some self-care September each day, or trying to, and then I just get my planner out to kind of fill in that little bit. So the only thing that I have left to do is the title card on the top left. Now you can see that earlier on I used the envelope for the September kit to make like a little filler card for that, and I go back and forth deciding kind of what do I want to use. I wasn't sure what week number it was at this point. So yeah, and I end up grabbing these little stickers. These little alpha stickers are from, I think they're from Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure they're from Hobby Lobby. And you can see me, these are so like tiny, and getting the little centers out of the letters is absolutely crazy. So you can see here, I'm just going to put week, and I think it was week 38. So I get week and 38, and I end up not using the two E's anyway, and I just use the W and the K, and 38, it just seemed enough. And I'm going to put that on vellum. Because I just felt like it needed something to help it stand out a little bit. And I spend far too long, like literally, if I look at this whole thing took me about, I don't know, like 50 minutes or something. And I went back and forth, like, what do I want to do? If the whole thing took 50 minutes, this one piece took me about 10 to 15. And you can see me, I'm just like, I don't know what I want here. It just doesn't feel like it's enough. And again, I overthink things like a lot. So I get out my filler cards that live underneath my desk right now, and I'm like, do I want it to be blue? Do I want it to be a different color? I get out this card. This is actually a Happy Planner memory keeping card. So I'm going to cut that to size, and I think I'm going to use that. And heads up, I don't. But it does look fine with that. I'm not upset about it. But I don't know. I think it was just the vellum. It needed something in the gold. And I'm like, I don't know what it is, but it needs something. And this is where when I get like in this like overthinking thing, this is where I get kind of like, I don't want to call it sloppy, but mistakes get made. So I bring out my date stamp because I want to put the date stamp underneath. And first of all, I get the wrong ink pad, and then I get the StazOn, and I put it on there, and I'm like, yep, okay, we're just gonna, like, I'm calling it done. What I didn't realize is I had ink on my hand, and I end up putting ink everywhere onto the vellum. So I tidy that up, and I'm like, yep, well, that's screwed now. That's that screwed now. How can I cover that up? So again, but I'm not happy with it. This is the thing. I knew I wasn't happy with it. So I'm just like, okay, well, maybe I just cut that bit off and then I stamp directly onto the card. What do I want here? So again, this all takes like at least 15 minutes. It's absolutely insane that a quarter of the time was just spent on this one damn card. So this is where I decide that I just need a different color from the envelope. So I go back to square one. I think about, okay, let's do a different piece of the pattern from the envelope. So I do that, and I can see I'm just trying different things. Do I want a tag? Do I want this chipboard piece? What do I want? Do I want a different card completely? And in the end, I just put on this highs vellum, and wouldn't you know it, that's what it needed. It needed a bigger piece of the gold, because there's a lot of gold on here, which is funny because I don't think I've really used much of the gold the whole year. And then last week I used gold, and this week I've used gold. I don't know. It's just one of those things. So I end up putting that onto one side, and then I turn the card like so that it's vertical rather than horizontal, the highs, and then I do the week, WK 38, and then I just end up stamping the date directly onto the card. And I'm like, that, am I still happy with it? I'm happier. Do I love it? No. Is it done and good enough? Heck yes. Heck yes. And I'm more upset the fact that I had to change the damn stamp again. But yeah, and I'm just like, I'm calling this done. Trimming everything, putting it in the pocket, and I'm like, I've had enough of this. I've more than had enough. And that was my week 38 of Project Life. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye!